If AI could take every task on your job list before you wake up tomorrow, would you consider that your job has disappeared? Or would you think your real job has just become more visible? Well, you see, your job is not just one task, it's a collection of tasks. It's also judgment, trust, context, responsibility for what happened next. Interestingly, the International Labour Organization has estimated that 1 in 4 workers globally will have some sort of exposure to generative AI. But its conclusion is more nuanced than the headline. Most of the jobs will not be replaced, rather, will be transformed because the human input is still required. So, the real question is not, can AI do parts of my job? Probably it can, but the better question would be, what value must I build as those tasks are becoming easier day by day? In the next few minutes, I will give you 2 practical tools. The first one will help you to identify the areas which are exposed, whereas the second will help you to turn your ordinary task completion into a professional valuable output. Now think of 10 tasks which you do most frequently and run them through this audit. First one, repeat. These tasks which follow usually the same process, where the inputs are known, the process is stable, and the expected output is clear. Tasks such as formatting reports, summarizing documents, scheduling routine activity, transferring information between systems. These are usually the easiest tasks to automate, but that does not mean they are unimportant. What it means is the value of doing them manually has decreased, so the chances of automating and accelerating them are higher. So mark these tasks with R. The next is decide. Which tasks require you to interpret incomplete information? To balance competing priorities? To understand consequences that may not appear in the data? The AI can definitely generate patterns and options, perhaps challenge your assumptions, but someone has to take a decision that best fits in the situation and be responsible for that decision. And finally, relate, where the task depends on trust. Who comes to you when the situation is sensitive, difficult? Where do people need to feel understood before they are willing to move? AI can definitely help you prepare the conversations, but it cannot carry out the history that you have with the people. Mark those decisions with or tasks with RL for relate. Now look at the page. If much of your tasks fall under repeatable, do not panic. It's not a verdict, it's just a map. Automate the repeatables so you can invest more time in tasks which require your judgment, ownership, or your decision making. Now circle those tasks, that is where the deeper value is. But identifying that deeper value is just the beginning. Making those tasks visible is the real game. Now the real question is how to make them visible. Well, most of workplace updates end like this. The task is complete. Thumbs up. Wow, you did it. Cheers. But that doesn't prove you fully understood or comprehend the business value of that task. To display that, use this 3R checklist on your next update and see the difference. First, the recommendation. What should happen next and why? Second, what could prevent that recommendation from working? And third, result. How will you see whether it worked or not? 3 questions, but they change your perception from a person who just reports the activity to a person who helps frame a decision. Now imagine you use AI to generate a customer feedback report. Now what you can do is simply report that the task is complete, or you could say, the evidence suggests customers are not struggling with the product itself. They are struggling during their first week. I recommend simplifying the onboarding process. The main risk is overwhelming the support team during the transition, and we will measure the success through onboarding completion and repeat service requests. The first update reports the task. The second update frames the decision. Now, this is the difference between using the AI to produce an output and using the AI to create an outcome. AI can help you organize the evidence. It can compare the options. It can identify the patterns. It can help you prepare the communication. But you must validate the source. You must understand the context and you must make recommendations. And when the consequences arrive, you must be present. Here is a rule. If you are not prepared to explain or defend a recommendation made by AI, please do not present it as yours. Here's what you can do today. Spend 10 minutes, list down all the tasks, label them as repeat, decide, and relate. Now, after doing that, pick one update that you regularly give. It could be an update to your manager, your team, or a client for whom you're working, and use the 3R check for the update: recommendation, result, and risk. Finally, choose one repeatable task to automate, one judgment to strengthen, and one professional relationship to deepen. Not today, not someday, now. Your future value does not come from competing with AI. It will continue to grow faster and faster by every day. Your future value will come from the wisdom. Your future value will come from taking decision when the data is not complete. Your future value will come from owning the decision and seeing what is not seen in the data. Build upon those, work on those, and stop competing with AI.